Jeff Thomson. With Dennis Lillee, he formed the fastest combination I've seen in top-class cricket in 25 years. He looks a little unorthodox with the crossing of the feet in delivery, but just have a look at him in slow motion. That's one of the most marvellous bowling actions I've ever seen. And as they say in the opening batting trade, he's very, very quick, lad.
The one that had the, to me, the unlimited pace, who was really the quickest, probably Tomo. But that's in no disgrace to Michael Holding, Andy Roberts, Dennis Lillee, etc. and the others. He just seemed to have that little bit of brute power and strength that the others were more rhythm, etc. But Tomo just seemed to produce that ball out of nowhere that was one bounce over the keeper's head and into the side screen.
Second test match of the 74-5 series, and Jeff Thomson was bowling downwind, so he's bowling from the outer end. And he bowled the short one, and as I described earlier, when Tomo bowls the bouncer, it usually goes fairly high, and with the bounce in Perth, it just absolutely took off. Wasn't one of those though. It was one of like a 747 taking off, boom, like that. You see, Rodney leapt in the air, but he had absolutely no price getting it, and we all turned around to see where it bounced, and it went kaboom like that, half volleyed the bloody fence and sideboard at the whacker. Now that was all right for us, we loved that. But the mistake that the English batsman who was facing me, he also turned and watched it go. And when he saw where it landed, you could just see the colour drain out of his face. I mean, and obviously his thought was, crikey, that could have been straight at me. And I always thought that delivery probably had the biggest psychological effect on that 74-5 series.
That was Tony Gregg. I bowled a short ball at him. It didn't go over his head, but Gregg is tall, so he stood up and it went through here, and it went over Marshy, still climbing, and half volleyed the Sydney Cricket Ground side screen. That'll give you an idea. I've done that in Perth. So if next time you're at the Sydney Cricket Ground, anyone that's watching this tape, just envisage a bowler bowling a short ball, going past the batsman's chin, going over the keeper, and still going and hitting the side screen. Try and do that. That'll give you an idea of the heat that was on the ball.
You enjoyed that even though it was 4 byes?
Oh yeah, because Greggy had plenty of guts, but he even sort of went.
I can remember one occasion where we had Lawrence Rowe, who I've always felt was one of the coolest individuals that you could find whilst batting at the crease. And he used to whistle little things like the games that people play and things like that. And I'm at the other end and I'm looking at my hero, and I could see Tom was rushing in and Tom was letting everything fly. So I walked up to the wicket and I said, which was commonly known then, Yaga, why are you not whistling like the games that people play anymore? He said, no, you cannot do that when you're facing this guy, Jeff Thomson, because you can hardly see where the ball is coming from, sometimes between his legs. And he said, whenever it rips, there's enough time, he says, for you to whistle anything.
And caught brilliantly. Rod Marsh taking a wonderful catch.
Jeff Thomson, to me, was the biggest difference in that series. He was a physical threat to the team, to the batsman. He bowled at fearsome pace and was really extremely hostile. Of course, he had Dennis Lillee at the other end, an outstanding fast bowler, where Thomson was absolutely sheer pace, bunks, hostility.
This guy was dangerous. I thought that, and he was much stronger than we expected. I'd say probably he didn't realise his strength and his stamina. He would remove batters when you think they're settled.
Just touching it. Thomson to Amos. Second time he's had to sway away hurriedly. Thomson bowling to Amos. That is how Marsh had to leap to take that one.
The Thomsons of the world, that turned out to be very, very quick in those days, showed that it's the distance that you move the ball through. In other words, how far you can move the ball. So his action enabled him to put all his muscles on stretch It enabled him to move the ball through a large displacement, and by doing that he actually could achieve what a much taller bowler could do anyway.
And he could be, that may have been off the bat.
Thomson bowling to Luckhurst. Thomson to Amos. And that'll be 4 byes. High and wide to the fence.
And bowled him. Edridge, clean bowl by Thomson for 6. Amos, not out 24, 7 sundries. England 2 for 40. The Ness is the new batsman, and Thomson 1 for 13. Thomson bowling to the Ness. That was a pretty vicious ball, that one. And a good one from Thomson to end the over. Chance, and he's out. 15. And he's bowled him, has he? Or is he still there? No, the wicket is still there. He had a look to see if the bails were still there, because he's played the ball, in fact, behind. Again, a soaring ball from Thomson to end the over, and Thomson...
World. The underlying point is controversy. Controversy about the tail enders.
Splendid bowling performance then from Jeff Thomson. He bowled really fast today, as indeed he has done throughout this match, and a great psychological boost for him.
Thomson to Lloyd, and hit badly there that time.
I remember the English literally running for cover and begging.
The one individual that you found just very difficult to play would be Jeff Thomson. He was ruthless in my opinion.
Tomo was a danger. He was a danger man.
It's bowled with fire and direction.
That was hit him in the face, I think.
Serious ball, Richie. I think it got him on the jaw.
That climbed straight up. Hit him.
Didn't handle that too capably, did he?
I don't believe that I've seen more ferocious or quicker bowling than I saw that day with Jeff Thomson at the Wacker. And poor old Colin Cowdrey, 42 years of age, come out, had just been added to the English party, came out of he said he was sitting there having his Christmas lunch, preparing with the family, and all of a sudden gets a call, and, and a couple of days later he's out in Perth playing against Jeff Thomson on a very quick Wacker wicket. I don't believe I've seen anything quicker that day than Jeff Thomson.